My name is Nate Hahn,
My name's Lucas Hubble.
and this is America Through Thick and Thin. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for episode Dos Amanos, right?
That's right.
We're feeling great, boys. We're feeling great. This time we're going to be on a roll. We are going to post weekly. We're not going to mess up anymore.
Yeah, we're going to do it a lot more often.
Yep, we know what we're doing now. We're ready to go. Yeah, ain't that right?
Yeah, we got clips too.
Yeah, so a recap of episode 1 was me talking about LeBron James a lot and
We talked a little bit about the Trump and the Redskins.
the Redskins. That was a good topic.
Yeah, we talked about some of like the
cultural appropriations
Yeah,
for
stuff
items.
like that.
Yeah. My dad actually walked up to me after I recorded. He said, Miss Buttersworth is much better.
Then
There was about to be a brawl.
Oh.
And, I said, I'll fight anybody that disagrees with me. My dad decided to say Miss Butterworth's better. So,
then who?
Aunt Jemima's syrup. So, I didn't really retaliate because that's my father who would whip me. But anyways, we had a fun time. I got a lot of good feedback about episode 1. A lot of text messages saying they were rolling out of the chairs because we were funny, which is great.
That's awesome.
I felt good about that. We were really nervous.
We got like over 200 views on our first episode. That's pretty great.
I mean, it's great for us. You know, how many subscribers we got right now? 63, 62?
We actually have 71.
71. We're in
subscribers.
it, boys. 100 subscribers by next episode. I'll bust my hair off on in the video.
You heard that right.
I said it.
100 subscribers.
Hair will be gone.
Hair will be gone.
If we get 1,000 by the end of the month, I'm bleaching my hair.
That's gonna be crazy. That'll be awesome.
It won't happen, so that's why I'm saying it. Or will it?
Or will it?
Yeah. So what do we got to talk about today, buddy?
I think our first topic would have been about the American dream and what kind of that, because like in our
Yeah.
we're America through thick and thin. Sorry, it took me an hour to get that out. We're America through thick and thin, and we want to kind of elaborate on what we think the American dream is.
Yeah. And what is the American dream to you?
Well, the American dream for me is obviously life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
And equality.
And I think liberty is the real important thing for me, because that means like owning your own stuff, being able to work hard for what you have, and you decide on what you make your life out to be. Nobody tells you what job to have. Nobody tells you, what you can do with your property, what you can do with anything you own, with your money and all that stuff. That's what it kind of means for me.
Right.
So what does it mean for you, Nate?
Just living life, having a beautiful home in the suburbs or the Appalachian Mountains, just being able to live what America has to offer, honestly. Taxes is a big American dream there, right?
Taxes is not the American dream.
It is
Paying
now.
taxes is not the American
Well, I
dream.
live the American dream. I don't pay him. Throwback to episode 1. Roll it.
We
All right,
can't
there we
do
go.
that.
Why?
I mean, if you're the editor,
Yeah,
so if
no,
you
I'm
wanna
rolling
try
it. Yeah, I'm
okay.
rolling it.
All
Yeah.
right, whatever.
That was good back time, right? Good
I
times.
had a great time shooting that episode.
Yeah, great. All right, we're getting sidetracked
Yeah,
here.
okay.
A beautiful family, one or two kids, a dog.
For me, like I want to own like a lot of land, like in case BlackRock's kind of buying. BlackRock and Bill Gates is kind of buying it all up right now.
Right.
But hopefully, I'll be able to get my little piece of the pie. I love that. There's a reel that I've seen on Instagram of like the guy. He had like 11 acres in his house, and they tried to build a suburb.
Sir Bob.
What did they call the suburbs?
Suburbs.
Yeah, that's built all around them, and it's just this one house with a whole bunch of land right in the middle. And I think that's kind of cool. And yeah, that's kind of what it is for me is the American dream. Also, I'd love to go out west, like the beautiful like nature, like the parks and stuff like that.
The beautiful parks.
That's kind of like
Yellowstone.
a kind of like symbolizes a lot of what America is. The free horses
Yeah.
But real respect to our president Thomas, not Thomas.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
No. Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt he made a lot of the natural parks and
He did.
and that's just beautiful. And it was like super big props to him. And yeah, that's like one of my all-time bucket list things to do is go out there in the West.
Yeah. Going back to what you asked, my American dream was living in the woods, like having a good time hunting, having a Thanksgiving dinner, Christmases, a Christmas tree, that's the American dream right there, is to be able to thrive, have a good time.
That's a good way to say. And when the people in our government and does things that doesn't make us thrive, that's when I'm upset. Like it could be from any way on the any aisle, Republican or Democrat. If they're making policies that actually doesn't help us thrive, and it's kind of like a chain, that's what I see. That's what I kind of see upsets me. This will be our first. We'll be able to vote next time, 2028.
We will be able to vote. We will have a voice. And
who do you think is going to be our 2028 nominees?
JD Vance and LeBron James. There's actually an 8. Okay, on Prize Picks, there's an 8%.
I saw that.
If LeBron James votes, boys, we're going blue. I don't care about his opinions.
I think there's like a 4% chance on that thing that you were talking about.
Yeah.
What was it? Prize Picks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said there's a 4% that Trump's going to be the nominee. I think the funny thing is, though, is that Kamala is at 3% right now. So they're saying there's more of a chance that Trump will be able to, they will legalize Trump running for a third term than it is Kamala running for
yeah, I get that.
for president.
I get that. But honestly, there's no
obviously it's
reason
not
why
gonna
she should
happen.
run. There's no reason why she should run. Honest to God. I feel like if she was to do stuff she said she was going to do, she would have done it in her vice president's term.
That's exactly why she lost.
And she was praising being in a middle class family while Trump's like getting shot and in dump trucks and working at McDonald's. It was just pettiness won this election.
Also, I want to say something. She spent like it's like $1 billion or like she spent over $1 billion on her campaign, and she ended up like $20 million in debt. Like, is that who you want running your economy?
Who sung who did the concert for Kamala's rally?
There was a whole bunch of people.
Was it Sexy?
Beyonce,
Was it Sexy Red?
Yeah, Sexy Red. Beyonce was there.
Eminem.
Eminem.
Wait, Eminem did do it?
Eminem does not like Trump.
Detroit. What? Did you watch the Happy Gilmore 2 movie?
Yes, I watched Happy Gilmore.
Detroit. What? I love that. It was a good movie.
John Daly was insane.
I did like with the Germex.
Yeah, he's squirting it in his mouth. That was insane.
Yeah. You know what? The Maxi Golf was based on, right?
What?
LIV Golf.
Oh yeah.
It's a shot. It's a shot at the LIV saying that traditional golf should be played the way it was invented. And
I like the villain too because he was just so stinky.
Yeah,
he had like gingivitis.
I have gingivitis. It was like I could smell your breath from here.
They had he had like a secret like vault or something, and how they detected if it was him, he took a breath into the whatever it is, the scanner, and it said fart detected. It was so bad. But it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I liked Shooter McGavin. Oh my goodness, it was hilarious. And the callbacks.
I did like how they used the background. Did you know Chubbs was supposed to be in this movie? Happy Gilmore 2, but he died midway.
Yeah, that's sad.
Mm-hmm.
He was great. He was great in Rocky and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He was good in The Mandalorian.
What was your favorite, Happy Gilmore 1 or 2?
I still think Happy Gilmore 1 it probably had like it felt more like a coherent movie for me. I did like how he had his wife and his daughters in the movie. I thought that was really
and all the
sweet.
kids. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was a sweet movie, but I feel like as probably better storytelling, it was Happy Gilmore 1. Yeah.
Hurt his wife with a golf ball.
It just went downhill really fast for him.
I just think it was the Maxi Preps that really kind of messed up the movie. It would have been probably one of the greatest movies of Adam Sandler ever if they wouldn't have mentioned that.
You know what? If I had to think about one of the best Adam Sandler movie I've ever watched was the Hustle movie.
Yeah, I was about to say,
movie. Yeah, that was insane.
I did enjoy Hustle a lot. I watched that last night actually.
Yeah.
It was a great film.
Yeah, I watched Happy Gilmore 2 last night, and I watched.
I really like that.
And I also watched the Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
It was actually really good. It's hard to compare it to Superman just because they were so different.
Yeah.
Because like Fantastic Four was more of a family dynamic, and
Yeah.
Superman wasn't that. Because he was an outsider. And he was not. There were two different movies, but I would say they were both really well done.
What did you think about the Batman and Superman movie that happened a while back?
The Batman v Superman,
Yeah.
like that happened in like 2016.
Yeah. What did you think about that one? Honestly,
I thought it was. I think Snyder his vision wasn't executed,
Yeah.
and so that really affected how we feel about that movie. Like if you got to see everything in the whole, like his whole vision, I feel like it would have been really good. So the Justice League movie, wasn't even directed by Zack Snyder. So
right.
the Superman movie was Zack Snyder, and the Batman v Superman movie was Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
And he had a whole bunch of stuff that he was planning in those, like a whole bunch of build-up, but it got no follow-through because DC and Zack Snyder got split up, and Joss Whedon, he directed the first Avengers movie, directed the Justice League.
Okay.
And that movie flopped, and so they kind of just it died out. You know what I mean?
Right.
After that, I feel like it was done. Even after they had that like the Snyder cut, like his version, like it just wasn't gonna happen. And then James Gunn, who directed the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, which is probably, I don't know, I say the best trilogies in the Marvel Universe is Guardians of the Galaxy and Captain America. And he did so good. And he split away from Marvel in like 2018 for some differences, and he just they let him go. And so he directed the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And he did so good with that's how he kind of got his foot in the door to become the creative head of the DCU. So that's that little backstory.
You want to hear a hot take?
What's your hot take?
I don't like Marvel.
You don't like Marvel? I love Marvel.
I really don't like Marvel. I think DC is so much better. The movies are so much better.
I would say like the 80s movie, like the pre-2000s movie, like the DC ruled. But then the X-Men came and the Spider-Man movies, and they were so big that it
just seems so childish. The Marvel movies, they're just childish.
Some of them are like,
I really did like those, but I just like DC more, honestly. It was just, I don't know why. I really like Batman. I just really dig Batman.
Yeah, I dig all of them, honestly.
Iron Man, but other than that, not a big fan. Not a big fan.
I love the Batman movies in the 80s, like the Tim Burton movies.
I really enjoy
those. Are great. I need to watch the Superman movies, the OG Superman movies.
Yeah.
I think those would be good.
Those would be great.
Did you? But they made some cheesy stuff too, like Steel with Shaq. You know about that movie?
No.
You need to look it up. Shaq made a movie, a superhero movie, and it
Really?
bombed. But it's one of them campy films.
It was just a mess around film. Yeah.
But no, I like Marvel a lot. I think they have a good. That's just the way it all connects.
Right.
But that was like from Iron Man to Endgame. I think I saw a stat that from the first Iron Man movie to Endgame, they had like 52 hours of Marvel content. So that's like 11 years. But from after Endgame to now, they've had like 102 hours of content.
Right.
And it's kind of like they definitely did like the quantity over quality, and it really hurt them. But I feel like, they're about to rebound because like they just had the Marvel movie, Fantastic Four, right? But they're not going to have another one till the Spider-Man movie. And that's a year from now in July.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is they don't really make a lot of they don't make a lot of DC movies. It's quality.
Yeah.
It's quality over quantity, honestly.
Well, the DC EU,
like every Batman movie is great. I've never watched a Batman movie that's like sucked.
yeah, but there also wasn't. I mean, there was Batman versus Superman, but
That was a good. I really enjoyed that one. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
people
I was young when I saw it, but I really enjoyed it.
what some people had a problem with the DCEU was that's the DC extended universe
Yeah.
is that it was just too dark. Like if you remember, like did you watch this Superman movie?
Yeah.
This Superman movie is so much more bright and colorful than the past 10 years of DC.
But that's
Super
what I
movies.
mean. DC's meant to be dark. It's not meant
not
like Marvel. Like I feel like DC. Think about it. Think about the villains. Think about the superheroes. Batman's the Dark Knight. The Joker. He runs in the darkness. You know. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but that's just for Batman. They felt like every movie was a Batman movie. You know what I mean?
But that's what DC is. It's rainy. It's dark. It's stormy. That's what.
Yeah, but
That's what they
I
all
think-
are.
no,
Marvel's bright
not-
and colorful.
Superman isn't dark and stormy. Superman's supposed to be bright and light, like this movie was,
Yeah,
and in the past other, like in the 70s.
I don't like Superman.
No.
I just don't like Superman. I think that's what it is.
So you love DC, but you don't like its main character.
His main character's Batman.
Okay, all right. I see your point there.
Like
I mean-
Superman is just. It's like you can't really make a good movie out of it. You can't.
I don't know. I like the Superman movies.
I mean, he's invincible. X-ray vision.
He's got kryptonite though.
There's no. I just like how Batman and Joker, Superman, Batman, Joker, Aquaman,
Aquaman
dark,
movie.
dark. Aquaman's like a dark movie.
Aquaman's yes, Aquaman the
you see
movie
you see what I'm getting here?
was dark.
it's a
but
dark movie.
He's not dark in the comics.
Okay, it's a dark mood. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a dark mood.
Bro, did you see the cartoons? He's not dark.
Okay, in the movies. I'm talking about movies here, buddy.
Okay, well, yes, in the movie,
A dark
but
mood.
But that's why they did. That's why they had to reboot. Is because they went too dark. And I get that might be your preference, but that's just why they didn't do as well. Like,
Like if Batman was bright and colorful, you think he'd be Batman?
no, that's why he's Batman.
Exactly.
But Superman is bright and colorful.
Yeah, I don't like Superman. That's all it is.
All right, whatever.
He just disappoints me. I don't like it. I just don't like him.
All right. Well,
There's just no. There's just. It's not good movies. It's just not good movies, from my opinion.
I disagree.
Who would win? What universe would win? DC or Marvel?
DC.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
But that's why some people like not Superman. That's why some people like Marvel more than DC is because Marvel's kind of like more real people. Like they could see. They're like, yeah, they're not overpowered. They don't look like. They're less like gods. You know what I mean?
Batman is not a god. He drives a
Yes,
car.
but he's over. But like Superman's overpowered. Wonder Woman is a god. Like
Yeah.
Aquaman is
a goddess.
Yeah. Aquaman is this. I don't even know how to explain
Poseidon.
it. But yeah, kind of like a god, though.
Yeah.
Right? And these aliens that are like millions and millions of years old from like the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
And, you know, that when they have that kind of status, it's harder for them to relate. So when you have people like Ant-Man, Spider-Man, the
Gross.
teenage boy.
What's your favorite Spider-Man?
I think I haven't honestly watched a lot of the Spider-Man movies recently. I haven't watched them recently. Like I've watched all of them, but not recently.
Oh, okay. Andrew Garfield's the top Spider-Man.
Yeah, so like just because of recency bias, like I would say Tom Holland, but that's just because I've only really watched him mostly in the
Right.
past couple of years.
Tom Holland no.
I like Tom Holland.
I
Tom
know.
Holland's cool.
No.
I think he does a good job. I think him and his relationship with Stark was really cool. I want him to get his own movie. He really hasn't had that yet.
I think what I like. I'm sorry. You continue.
Yeah, but like this new movie he's having, is like a whole bunch more grounded. Nobody actually really knows who he is because of Spider-Man No Way Home. Everybody got their memory wiped, so nobody knew kind of who Peter Parker was, which is kind of sad, but also from a storytelling perspective, that's kind of refreshing because he can it's more grounded. He can do
Right.
a lot more street level crime.
Yeah.
Actually, The Punisher is if you want something dark and gritty, I would recommend you watching the Punisher series. I think you'd like that.
I think what I like about DC is you don't gotta catch up. You don't have to listen to storylines. You don't have to be like, well, in the Marvel universe, 45 years ago, he came back due to the plutonium monoxide. You know, like I feel like there's just too much canon for Marvel movies.
Actually, Kevin Feige just said that after this Secret Wars, they are going to do a soft reboot. They're going to do a reboot after Secret Wars, and it's going to be focused more on the X-Men. It's going to be called the Mutant Saga, and I'm really excited for that. But it does kind of feel so. They kind of like said,
Star Wars. I can't keep up with Star Wars.
Well, some people like the canon. Some people like keeping up with all that stuff. Did you watch the Star Wars movies?
No, I don't have the patience for that.
I think they're good.
I've watched it once in Miss Barrett's class.
Yeah.
And
Miss Barrett's class, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I did like Miss Barrett's. Okay, so we got a suggestion in the comments about wanting us to talk about ICE. So Hubble, what's your opinion on the laws and the enforcement?
Okay, so what it kind of was Trump was like made this big promise, and a lot of people voted for him because of this promise. Because Trump, let's get this clear, Biden let in 25 million illegal immigrants.
Really?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
We just left the door open for all these people to come in. A lot of them were dangerous. Crimes had been committed, and people kind of got fed up for it. So that's why they voted for Trump. And what kind of ensued after he became president was a big crackdown on illegal immigration. The border got shut down. Nobody goes there anymore. The numbers are astounding about how nobody comes to the border anymore.
What's the point, you know?
Yeah, it's his highest, like it the most about his administration. That's what their best aspect is. And what else kind of happened? Like that, they go for the biggest and the baddest criminals first. And I
work their way down. Work their way down.
Yeah,
like
and work their way down. But people have gotten really upset. People have gotten really mad about it. And a lot of it is, and this is my opinion, this is what I think is happening. These rich people, these billionaires, these people that own companies, the people that put money in all the politicians' pocket, they use immigration as cheap labor.
Right.
They don't have to pay they don't have to pay them as much as U.S. citizens. They don't have to pay for benefits. And that's cheap labor for them. And I think that's the reason why Democrats and people who are against that part of Trump's agenda want them to say so much. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
and you know, another thing is like the raids. That was crazy in LA, and Trump brought the National Guard, and people were mad about that too. I think it's just one of them things that
it was just ridiculous. I feel like there's no reason for you to be having riots like that.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Like the No King's Day.
That was insane.
And here's what I think about that. Primary. And guess what? Kamala didn't have to do
the primary.
That sounds like a king to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So Biden dropped out, and they kind of just use his primary votes.
That's all part of the plan. That's all part of the plan.
So nobody really got to vote if they really wanted Kamala as the nominee.
Right.
They kind of just. Anyways, we were talking about immigration, and the riots were crazy, but they did that so it wouldn't be like the BLM riots with billions and billions of dollars of damages in that Summer of Love or whatever.
Yeah, no.
It was insane and not very American. And it was during COVID, which probably helped the spread, but nobody said anything about it. Trump's he could definitely be doing better. The immigration policy is I think is doing extremely well. And I think I got my point out across.
He has 3 more years. He's just getting back into the thick of it.
Yeah. In his first presidency, he did like less than half he deported less than half
of what he did.
Of what Obama did.
Yeah.
Of what Obama did.
And Obama's going to jail or something like that.
I don't know what's happening with that. I know that Tulsi Gabbard seems to have some dirt on him and his administration
Right.
about not leaking, but withholding information and misleading the public and controlling the mainstream media to push the narrative that Russia colluded in the election and gave Trump the
Treason.
yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen. But they gave Trump like a hard time. I don't think he was able to do much in his first presidency because of that, which is really it's criminal activity. But before the election, before Trump was elected in 2024,
Yeah.
the Supreme Court had a ruling that said he's about presidential immunity.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly for what he was immune from or for, but that court case is supposedly going to help Obama with this. That is going to, so he's probably going to be immune. I'm not expecting to see Obama getting locked up. People in his administration, in his
Yes.
close circle, that's
the part.
that's who Tulsi Gabbard, I feel like, is directing it towards. They actually talked about it with Trump, and he said, do you think Trump will get, or do you think Obama will be arrested because of your ruling about presidential immunity? And he said no, and Obama better thank him big that it won't. So I don't know what's going to happen. I hope something
I just
happens.
think Trump's fed up with all the BS that he's receiving.
Yeah, I mean,
feel like the Iran and Israel war really set him off.
yeah, that whole thing was.
I mean,
crazy.
Dude, he dropped the F-bomb, but I mean,
That
he's
was
stressed
actually
out.
yeah.
He's from the Queens. What more do you expect?
Yeah, he's a
He's a felon.
I think he is.
And I
Bro,
love that.
That he's not. You want? I'm going to explain the whole felony count thing.
You don't have
about
to. Let's not get into that.
All it was that he had like an expense that he paid Stormy
Yeah.
Daniels for.
Yeah.
And he did like if you had QuickBooks and if you made a payment and if you he made that payment wrong supposedly 34 times. That's the 34 charges. It's by a error of freaking accounting.
Yeah.
There was an accounting error 34 times.
I mean,
so
it's
when
okay.
people use that he's a felony, it's not like it's just a fear-mongering tactic.
Yeah, I mean,
by the
I like
media.
that. It's a fear-mongering tactic for the whole world.
And it probably helped. It probably
NATO
helped
called him daddy.
with that. It probably helped him with the what was it? The picture. What do you call it? The mug shot.
Yeah.
Bro, they sell like billions.
He won based on his accidents
Yeah,
and his errors.
people coming after him. The
People coming after him,
Mar-a-Lago.
people watching him saying, "Oh, let's see what this idiot has to say." Clicks on, he's like, not a bad idea."
and people who are
Think about this.
the Democrats kind of
Ice.
shot away shot away from the moderate party, which helped him get the nomination from RFK and Tulsi Gabbard. So, that was just crazy.
And it's like, yeah, I'm a felon. He didn't make it his whole life, his old problems. It was a job. He had a job to do. A job to finish.
Yeah, he
A job to continue.
he got back to work, right?
He went back to work. You can't make that, like, that's the whole story in life. You can't make your actions in your past lead what happens in the future. All right, guys. I believe that's all for us today. Hubble, what do you think? How did today go for you?
I give it better than last time.
Really?
Last time was
LeBron.
a whole bunch of LeBron. This one was Marvel and
DC,
a little movie
ICE,
action.
Obama, Trump.
That was so we had our politics and our pop culture, and I feel like that was a good
I feel like it's a great duo.
Yeah.
Boys, like I said in the first part, 100 subs, I'll throw on the 3-guard, all the hair's coming off.
Right here on the podcast.
Into September 1st, if we get to 1,000, hair's bleached.
Yeah.
A promise is a promise. I swear. As God is my witness. Quote me here. Hair's going to be bleached. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Nate Hunt.
And I'm Lucas Hubble.
Keep it thick and thin. Don't do drugs. Stay in school.